easiest C-section ever. We went for a prenatal checkup when I was close to 2 weeks overdue, expecting the doctor would finally find a softened cervix and dilation. There were no changes. I was feeling wonderful, except from being upset because it was the Friday before Mother's Day, and I had expected to have a reason to celebrate other than our cats. We made plans to meet at the hospital on Monday to begin the induction process. And we even joked about bouncing the baby out while on our boat. Later that day, I was finishing lunch and making plans to go shopping and run errands, when I received a call from the doctor asking if I was ready to have a baby. What's the best way to respond to the inquiry, "Would you like to have a baby tonight?" We planned to be at the hospital at 6 p.m. for a C-section at 8 p.m. We were like a couple going on a weekend getaway while sitting in the lobby, giggling and embracing while watching waiting room dramas develop. We overheard other women screaming their lungs out due to contractions. I did get a little bit nervous for a few minutes. I practically skipped to our room when they said we were ready. We met our wonderful nursing team who would help us during our stay. We went over our birth plan, spoke with our doctor, and met the OB who would perform the C-section. We joked with the OB that we hoped he had done his workout that day, because we were expecting a baby girl weighing more than 9 pounds. I wrote about what we were doing in our daughter's diary while my eyes stayed glued to the monitor. I watched my husband experiment with everything in the state-of-the-art room. The nurses checked on me frequently to see how I was tolerating the contractions. I had to laugh since I wasn't feeling anything. When it was time to go to the operating room, I walked down the corridor, introduced myself to the surgical team, and leaped up onto the operating table. The only negative was that the room was so frigid that it felt like we were in an igloo. Because it was so cold, receiving the sterilizing wash on my back before the anesthetic was the worst part of the whole operation. They gave me warm blankets right away to help keep me warm. I threw up the entire time in surgery, as I had done during my pregnancy. Imagine my husband in his spacesuit, a sick bag in one hand, and a camera in the other, standing at my side. My doctor, with tears in her eyes, gave us our beautiful baby girl, weighing 8 pounds, 5 ounces, and 21 inches, at 9:47 p.m. The nurses all cheered when they heard her cry and shared every moment with us. When we returned to our room, she latched on and breastfed like a champion. We went for a short walk with baby wrapped in her rolling bassinet, about 2 hours after returning to our home. We couldn't stop gazing at her the entire night. We felt like it was more than we could have hoped for, and not at all like the sterile, emotionless C-section we had imagined. In fact, in my opinion, it was the easiest C-section ever. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit like below and subscribe for more birth stories.